It's not functional and it's not helping anybody. So hello, welcome to the vlog. It's 10 to 9 on a Saturday morning, a sunny Saturday morning here in Mostar, and we came down yesterday for some meetings with Novi Most and stuff, and that's not what this vlog is about. Rowan's off for a run, I'm out to find breakfast.
So I signed up for this race called Wings for Life, and it's a global race. All happens on the same day at exactly the same time in the whole world, and it's to raise money for spinal cord injuries. And you can either go to a place where they're actually holding the race, or you can do it on your own with an app. And the point of the race is that you run, and after half an hour a car starts driving and you have to outrun the car. When the car gets to you, then you stop running. So it's not a race of like 10k or 5k or whatever, it's just a race of however long you can keep going before the car gets to you. And so I'm going to be doing it just in Yaita with the app, and the app has training runs on it, so I'm going to try it today. And so I've set for the car to start driving 10 minutes after I start running, and then I'll just see what happens.
So one of the things that's always interesting about coming back to Mostar is to see what's changed and what hasn't changed. For example, this is much as it was. But actually there's some guys working in there. Maybe that's going to change as well. So for us, Mostar, we lived here for 2 years, 15 years ago. They've done loads of stuff to the road system in town. Roundabouts exist here, which did not exist back then. That restaurant, which actually it's the first place we ever ate in Mostar. That's still here. We ate there before we even moved here, when we were just visiting. Lots of new shops, lots of new apartment buildings. You can see a lot of stuff being built. And I think that's encouraging, because that's kind of how life is. Things change, things grow, things develop, things move on. It is easy to get nostalgic for the past. It is easy to look at things like they won't go, oh, that's really cute and whatever, but I mean, old ruined buildings, they sort of might have some weird charm to some people, but it's not functional and it's not helping anybody live or run a business or anything. And so to see places either properly demolished or properly renovated and something done with that space is a really positive thing. So here's a change. You've just watched Rowan go off for a run, and I mean, that's a change. She wasn't doing that when we lived in Mostar. When we arrived in Mostar, I was someone who in the UK was running regularly, and then thought I'd try and keep that up here. A couple of things mitigated against that. The first being the fact that we were going into autumn. The state of the roads and the pavements here was so poor that you couldn't trust to step in a puddle, because you didn't know if that was going to be like 1 centimetre deep or half a metre deep. So for sort of safety reasons I decided to stop. The other reason, which wasn't an enormous factor but maybe was a factor, was the fact that people would just point and laugh at someone running down the street. Back then it was not, like, it was really not normal behaviour. That kind of recreational running culture is definitely something that is developed in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Let's have my goodies. I'm going to munch these while I walk this way, just have a quick look around, go back, go to where I want to have coffee. You can tell Rowan's in the zone. She didn't even notice me there, filming her from the other side of the road. This over here, this is a new bit of renovation that we've not seen. Well, I'd say it's new. Who knows how long it's been going on. We've not been in this square for a while. We've driven the roads up there, but never had the need to cut through here in a number of years. So it might have been going on for years, but nice to see that happening. So very happy with my coffee. I was going to vlog while I was sitting down, but they had a very admirable 80s hit list playing over speakers at a volume which would probably get this copyright strike. So yeah, you're back to me just wandering down the street.
I'm trying to finish right here and go to my hotel and get something. You're right.
Yeah.
I've seen Mike and Budo and Anna and Angela
Yeah, right.
and you all were standing running. So the car caught me up at 5 kilometres and 700 metres, but I kept running to do 10. So we just got back and then I'm looking at my phone again and it says 6.16 kilometres was when the car caught me. I thought it said 5.7, but I was like running and looking at the same time, so I guess I didn't look at it right. I think it said if I ran at that speed for the race I'd do 16 kilometres. And it like tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Race day 16.64 predicted.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what even is that?
Rowan is suffering because we're in Small in Mostar. It's their 13th birthday anniversary weekend, which means 13 years ago, almost to the day, we were in here trying out McDonald's when McDonald's arrived in Mostar. McDonald's has now been and gone in Mostar. There's no more McDonald's in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but there is Burger King. And as I used to be a fan of Burger King, we are here to try out Burger King in Mostar. You've got to try it. And last week in the vlog I was in Belgrade eating a McDonald's double cheeseburger. Here I have a Burger King double cheeseburger. Do a side by side, or not side by side, but almost side by side comparison. It's not a thing of beauty, it is sort of functional, but as Rowan's been saying, for the money we paid, we should be eating in a proper restaurant. So I like the fact they're back to using their old logo. I don't feel any need to revisit that experience anytime soon. So we've just unsuccessfully tried to do a little bit of outlet shopping. We're right on the edge of Mostar. It's almost time to get back in the van and head back. So I think that is it for this week's vlog. Thanks very much for watching. Do give us a big thumbs up for things changing, and do leave a comment, a question if you want to know more. Remember, together we do adventure. We'll see you next time.